I'm learning to walk in my apostleship. I still have a long way to go in fully understanding everything that an apostle does in the church. But I'm learning some things. And as I learn them, I share them. I believe it's a principle in the kingdom. And so I want you to consider that Jesus is our apostle and our high priest. Only once in the Bible is Jesus referred to as apostle. It's not always an aspect of Christ that we focus on. So I want you to think of Jesus as apostle this morning. And I want you to think that within each one of us there is a DNA. That we have a physical DNA, with chromosomes and all the other stuff that I don't know how to explain. But we also have spiritual DNA, that which we consist of because of what God has put inside of us. So for a moment I want you to consider the apostolic DNA of Christ. That as our apostle, he has apostolic DNA. And so for a moment I want you to think that this apple could represent the apostolic DNA of Christ. Now if I had my knife I would cut it open, so just flow with me. We've cut the apple open. And inside the apple is seeds. When I plant my apple seeds, I'm going to get bananas and oranges. No. Thank you for arguing with me, I really appreciate that. It shows me you're listening. And it shows me you don't fear man, but you fear the Lord. Yeah. Hallelujah. We respect each other, but we don't fear man, we walk in the fear of the Lord. So when I plant my apple seeds, when they have the right conditions for growth, they don't produce bananas and oranges, they produce apples. Until it begins to grow and produce fruit, we don't know that it's an apple seed. If I lost the apple, when we buy them in the store, they come in a packet that says these are apple seeds. But if somehow we just dried these seeds and they get mixed in with other seeds, it wouldn't be until they began to be planted in the right conditions and beginning to be watered and receive the sun. As they are nurtured, they begin to grow. They come from the place of being established in the right planting conditions, and in that place of nurture, they begin to grow and produce fruit that clearly shows us the source of where they came from. There would be no denying that we have planted apple seeds when the fruit began to come forth.
That's true.
So if this apple is a symbol of the apostolic DNA of Christ, then the seed of Jesus in us, because we have calling, we have gifting, we have anointing, we have a mantle in our lives. And we may call to different assignments, different places where we serve, but within each one of us, because we are of Christ, there must be apostolic DNA. But it takes something to ignite life in the seed. It has to have the right conditions for growth. It's important to understand identity. As I've been sharing the last 2 days, we have to understand identity before we can fully step into our inheritance. If we understand the inside of each one of us, there is apostolic DNA. We begin to pursue a thought that says, I want to inherit everything that's apostolic. I want to walk in an apostolic mantle. And please hear my heart. Not all are apostles. It would be ridiculous to say so. Not all are prophets. Not all are evangelists. Not all are pastors. Not all are teachers. But we've grasped the principles that whilst not all are prophets, all may prophesy. When the Spirit of the Lord comes upon us, we read in Acts chapter 2, the end times, your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. It's open to all. We all know we're given the Great Commission. Yet not all are evangelists, but we have a responsibility to share our testimony and reach out to others. Not all are able to teach and take from A through Z and expound the way that a teacher with that gifting would. But each of us knows how to teach another person how to tie their shoes. There is something of a teacher in every one of us. Not all of us have the grace to pastor and care for sheep and the wisdom to care for sheep and the longevity and patience to care for the sheep of the pasture. But every one of us has an ability to be compassionate towards another. Can you see where I'm trying to go with this?